Hello everyone, welcome to Wild Writing in the Time of Corona. It's day 117 and I thought for a change we would go back to our original workshop, which I know quite a lot of you really enjoy. Thank you very much for your contributions. Thank you very much as well to my team of translators who work very quietly but very effectively to translate these into usually French and Hindi. But today's workshop consists of 6 categories I'm going to give you, and you very quickly write down what you think of when those words or phrases are mentioned. You then see how many of the 6 you can put into a poem entirely of your own creation. You make all the decisions about rhyme, about point of view, about narrative, whether it's narrative, whether it's descriptive. You make all of those decisions and you have hopefully quite a lot of strategies to do that with. So I'm going to give you the categories for today. So you'll need your pen and your paper, as always. And here they are. So the first one is a giant. The second one is a dog. The third one is a well-known road. The fourth is an unexpected journey or a trip. The fifth is a group of trees. And the sixth is a disability. I'll give you those again. So we have a giant, a dog, a well-known road, an unexpected journey or trip, a group of trees, and a disability. And your challenge is to try and use at least 4 of those in a poem of your own making. And I know we all have very different styles, and part of the magic of wild writing is that if you make yourself focus on just the choices you've made, your mind can often take you in different directions. So I'm going to say that have a go with those. I'm going to suggest that you have your pen and your paper. Sorry, it is paper. Your pen and your paper, and that you pause the video and I'll come back and share mine with you. So, ready, start. So welcome back to our ordinary workshop. Hopefully you've had fun with that. And I look forward very much to reading what you've written. I'll give you my choices, which were for the giant. I imagined a giant who was a man who was 7 foot tall and very strong. The dog was just a street dog. The road was a dusty road, a potholed road, kind of rutted road, straight road. I didn't actually know where it went from to, but I wanted the kind of the dust in the road and the kind of well-worn road. The unexpected journey or trip was an emergency trip to a hospital, one that you didn't expect to happen. The group of trees was mangrove trees. I imagined like I suppose we call it a copse really, but mangoes are big trees, so it's very bigger than that, but like a circular group of mangroves which have fantastic roots. And the disability was being dumb. And I think, just to explain to you how I kind of came at this one, I thought that the choices enabled me to write a story, which is kind of, I suppose, like a ballad really, or maybe not a fairy story, like a folk story. And for some reason or other, I think it was the mangroves that probably did it. I was taken back to the stories of Rudyard Kipling, the Just So stories. And a phrase that Kipling uses when he has the stories told, and that is best beloved. And so I had that as a little trigger, and that worked. That then took me to the idea of having a very regular verse form, which I did, with a slight difference in the middle of it. And this is the poem that resulted. So it's a bit of a long one. Excuse me. It's called Sultan, Sultan. Settle down now, best beloved. Pull your cloak round, relax your arms. I tell the tale of Sultan, Sultan, giant among men, protector from harm. Sultan was dozing in the mangroves as the sun beat down above. In his dream world, arms akimbo, he could speak, he could find love. Mina, struggling on the highway, completely alone on the dusty road, crying as her belly tightened, feeling she would lose this most precious load. No one saw the weeping woman. The midday sun was at its height. All were sleeping, time was creeping. Mina knew her baby would come by night. Sultan's ears heard frantic barking. Rising, he saw a street dog there, pulling his robe, urging him onward. With heavy footsteps he followed, who knows where. Mina huddled, best beloved, underneath the banyan tree. Sultan lifts her, carries her onward. In the crowds who now gather to see a giant carrying a girl, see a street dog following at his feet. Crowds gather. Sultan walks straight as an arrow, lays her down on a hospital bed, waits outside, saying nothing. Minutes tick by. Is the baby dead? What then happens, best beloved, is a tiny cry comes out of the night. Mina's baby, lusty and safe now. Sultan sighs, his eyes are bright. Sultan, Sultan returns to the mangroves. The jostling crowds have left him alone. He feeds the scrawny dog who sits beside him. Best beloved, my child, we are never on our own. I was quite pleased with that. I know it's very long, but I like the idea that it tells a story, and I kind of like the way I framed it as well. And I think by making it almost like a kind of folk story, it's you do away with a lot of the need for kind of development of character or even of place. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that the workshop today and the poem, and I look forward very much to reading yours and to hearing from you. You take care, and I will see you on day 119, I think, which is when I think we will do something different. So for now, you take care.